Hello, gorgeous. My name's Rettie Ta'Lev. I'm always the first one out at parties. And you must be absolutely appalled by this mug I got on and this sorry excuse for a mop. I'm just a beautiful damsel. No, I'm kidding. My name is Pay. This is my channel. But you can call me Rettie when I'm in drag. Today we're going to do something new. We're going to read Unpopular Opinions. And you know how I feel about unpopular opinions. I can get with them. Sometimes. And I'll show at the end of my video my full outfit because I spent maybe like an hour getting ready. And I just sucked in like a can of biscuits, honey. Well, I hope you like the video and I'll get on with it.
But Mama, I'm a star!
The very first unpopular opinion we have is Nintendo fans / haters are more annoying than Nintendo itself. Ooh. Now that is controversial. I'd be clutching my pearls if I had any. I don't care for Nintendo, that's what the post says. I used to love them, but I disagree with many of their practices. You know, I understand that. Side note. Back to the post. That's it. I don't need to use curses or slurs to put people down who disagree with me. Now I agree with that. What's the deal with the Nintendo fanboys and haters? Hey, won't assume the boys.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Both of them have such extreme reactions. Good Lord, if they aren't the second coming of Jesus nor the Satan incarnated, they're just another game company. Why make up something about them your whole personality? And that's the end of the post. This was posted about 7 hours ago. And you know, I'm going to tell you my opinion. And while there's nuance to most of everything, my opinion is I'm a Nintendo hater. So before you go in my comments, I love Nintendo. I love the games. I love Mario. I love everything about their games. They're fun. They're exciting. But as the post says, I don't agree with their practices. I think they started off as a lovely company that did exciting things. And they were so much fun. And they gave a lot of generations a lot of joy. But there's so much going on with them nowadays. You just really can't get the best of both worlds with Nintendo or bigger companies, you know? Anarchy. I'm kidding. Defund the police. Anywho, we're gonna read some comments. Go down. They got 34 upvotes and 106 comments. Told you, it's controversial for a reason. Let's read the first and most popular comment. C, with 44 votes, says it sucks to enjoy Nintendo games because apparently I'm some emotional scumbag for not stealing their games instead of paying for them. Well, I'm not going to comment on that. You know, piracy can be good for some things, but that's just my opinion. Don't destroy me. Next most upvoted comment. See, go up. It says, posting low-effort memes on subreddit hundreds of times, not protesting, my dude. And 90% of them are people farming karma bots. I don't like Nintendo's practice either, but there's no way that seeing the same Nintendo greedy memes is helping anyone. Oh, seems like there's an argument in the comments. Well, I'm not going to read all of that because it's just a whole bunch of words. Sue me, I'm sorry. Well, I said my opinion on the Nintendo haters and whatever. Tell me your opinion down below. Do you like Nintendo or not? And what are your reasons? I think that, like I said, they are a great game company. They make amazing games, but it's just the business practice I can't really get behind. The next unpopular opinion, 2 out of 4, we have night showers are the only showers that actually matter. Ooh, honey, I can smell the stink from right here. Well, we're not going to say nothing. Run away. Okay. If you only shower in the morning, You're literally going to bed every night covered in filth of the day before. Dirt from your commute, sweat from the gym, germs from touching everything in public spaces. All of that is now in your sheets and pillow. Congrats, you're marrying it all night. So the poster is not me. Showering all night actually makes its way more sense for hygiene. You go to bed clean, and your sheets stay fresher longer, and you're dragging the days immersed in the place you rest. Morning showers in comparison feel like more of a ritual and a wake-up thing. Of course, if you want to do both, fine, but you're only going to choose one. It should be night shower. That's because it's the only one that actually keeps you and your bed clean. Well, I can't say I really agree. I take showers in the morning and night. Maybe in the afternoon if it's a weekend, but I do agree that showering at night is better for your mental health. Just for me, personally, I'm not a professional. When I shower, like I said, morning and night, but nighttime ones just hit differently. They're just... Did I change my accent to British? Oh my god! I'm from the UK! I'm a UK Southern girl! Well, this is why I'm not professional. This is why I'm not up there with Trixie and Katya and who else, okay? Give me a moment. No, I'm a Cali girl. Oh my gosh, literally. Well, I do declare. We're gonna read some of the comments. It has 21,000 upvotes and 2.5 comments, which is really good ratio. This was an older one. This is 16 days ago. Let's see what they have to say. The very first popular comment says, "If I feel dirty, I'll shower at night and again in the morning." No one said you couldn't. I understand. I said the same thing. It says, the person who responded, I think it was, says, "I just shower whenever I want. Need to wake up, shower, not 10 in the morning. And working construction, no shower. Go to the gym in the morning and work construction. Shower maybe because I sweat a lot. I go home dirty, I shower. And minute all day, no shower all day. So maybe reasons last longer. My wife tells me I stink when I shower." Well, that was a lot of information. That's information dump. Let's go to another one that's popular. Including shower from the gym. This is a very odd choice. Do people go shower in the morning or go to the gym not shower until the next morning? Well, that's a very good question. Anyone with night sweats will disagree with you. Ooh! Then that's a point of view I didn't expect. See, this is why I knew it was important. Again, switching accents. Stick with it. It says, "He's an idiot. It doesn't matter when." Ooh, now that's harsh. I would never name call unless I absolutely have to. Well, personally, I think as long as you shower and clean yourself, you should be okay. If you have night sweats, well then shower in the morning. If you have morning sweats, well shower at night. As long as you try and are able to try, who's really to tell you what to do? As long what matters is up to you. There we go. That's some wordplay. Alright. 3 out of 4 unpopular opinions is every cake is better after being refrigerated overnight. Ooh. Now that is a hit and miss. It says birthday cake, wedding cake, any cake is better cold. I'd rather immediately place a freshly baked cake into the fridge and wait 24 hours before eating any of it, and then have it then and there. Or at the point the cake is served to the party, you're already full and eating a warm sliced cake. It's more like a challenge than a treat. The same cake stuck in the fridge overnight will taste and feel so much better. Personally, I like cold food. Well, it doesn't mean I hate warm food. That's just silly. I really like cold cake if it's pineapple upside down cake, or if it's a very moist cake. Because cake in the refrigerator, at least in my experience, dries out, and it feels like you're eating a sponge, and it's not a good sponge cake. So yeah, that's my opinion. I think it really depends. I don't like warm cake, but like straight out of the oven. But if it's just room temperature, I wouldn't mind it. It has, let's see, 205 upvotes and 36 comments, and it's 8 hours ago. So to read the most popular one, I do agree with you. Cold cake is pretty nice. Sometimes. The reply to it says, try frozen potato chips. No joke. Best snack on a hot day. Can you feel my disgust through the screen? Personally, that sounds, no. But that's me personally. You can try whatever you want. The next most popular one is semantics. Ooh, big word. Semantics, but a cake placed directly in the oven to the fridge would not be ideal for me. Well, who said it was that? That is semantics, because you're thinking into it. It says, on a serious note, though, no one makes a proper cake is eating it warm. And it requires context. I'm sorry if my video's glitching out. I literally tried to record it on a downloaded 4K camera, and it was not working out. Oh, honey, no, it was not. But we'll see what happens next. Let's keep with it, though. The reply said, on a serious note, though, no one's making a proper cake eating it warm. It should be cool to room temperature for at least an hour before it's even frosted. That is very true. I used to be a baker, and I bake sometimes, but it's very hard to ice in the cake, and it keeps going everywhere, I tell you. Pie's acceptable warm. I like my pies and cobblers warm. But even then, a good 30 minutes to an hour, their heated slices are so much better. Well, that's up to you. Ice cream cake, got 'em. Of course, we have very detailed answers, and we got the meme answers. And now for the very final one. That is what I think the most controversial one so far. This was, again, a later one, 18 days ago. It says, it says, you aren't entitled to other people's silence in public. Well, I don't have an opinion on it till we read it. It says, certified unpopular opinion. Ooh, very divided. 19,000 upvotes. Almost 1,000 replies. Excuse me. It says, it seems to have really picked up in the last few years, but too many people today think that service workers they interact with are somehow burdening them by trying to make conversation. Ooh. Why does the barber have to talk the whole time? I wish my Uber driver wouldn't ask me a question. That's what the post says. The last thing I want to do after a long day is make small talk with the cashier. Ooh. Then don't go outside. That's what the post says. It says, if you're going to rely on other people to provide you things, then don't pretend they aren't real people. The end of your long day is in the middle of the cashier's long day, and then you want to chat a bit to make the time go by better. I am dead serious when I say that if you think it is somehow a burden to have basic conversation skills with strangers that you meet out in public, then you should just stay home and never leave your house. Again, that's what the post says. And if that isn't an option, well, that sucks for you. You should have worked hard at becoming entirely self-sufficient. Ooh, that was a mouthful. Excuse me, I might need some iced tea after this. It is uncertified, unpopular. Well, I suppose I'll tell you my opinion before I read the popular comments. My opinion is, they are right, but it's on a basis. You don't want to be a social hostage. If I'm having a long day, you could just communicate. You can just communicate that, I had a long day. And let them take over the conversation. You don't have to be, master of conversations. Personally, I love talking to, people. I'm not great at it outside my real life, my personal life. I like talking to people. I like knowing people despite maybe not seeing them again. How much a simple conversation can help. We are in a loneliness epidemic. And I know people be saying that all the time. Oh, we're lonely. Oh, we're lonely. Yes, we are. And it's not just the males, not just the females. We're all lonely sometimes. Again with my hair. I better put it up next time. This mop. And my opinion was pretty mangled there, but what I'm trying to say is, they're right. You're not entitled to other people's silence. And I get it's very iffy because sometimes people have certain circumstances where they just have sensory issues and whatnot, and I don't understand that nuance. And I know it's hard because you have to have a whole bunch of nuance. But like I said in the beginning of the video, most things can and don't require an opinion. And this is just my opinion, but I like talking to people. And I don't feel like they should, accommodate for me because I don't require that. But if other people do, just voice your opinion. Voice what you want, but don't let that, control the circumstance. I hope that came across a genuine way because that's how I meant it. But like I said, I can't please everyone, and at the end of the day, it's my opinions. So, again, let's go to the most popular comment on this very divisive one. It says, cuts both ways. That's fair. Excuse me. It says, I'm mindful that service workers might not want to talk to me either. But if they do, cool. No big whoop. I think that's fair. That's a very good opinion. That's very fair. And it says, I don't mind a Barb talking to me, but if I say I don't like football, then it's your cue to stop talking to me about Messi versus Ronaldo. Again, we have very, hardcore serious conversations. It's like, well, maybe if they would stop talking to me. Another popular comment says, I think it's completely fine for people to try and make conversation. I agree with that. They should also be able to pick up on when people isn't interested, tired, or distracted, or rush. I understand. That's a fair stance. And while many people may not agree, that's your opinion at the end of the day. Thank you for making it through this video. I do hope my accent didn't change too many times. That is 4 of the most unpopular opinions I could find, and I hope that if you continue on this journey with me and like this video, that I'll have more future ready drag for you to enjoy. As I promised, I will show the entire full outfit because I'm super proud of what I, shape-shifted into, and give me a moment. This is the full outfit. This is made of 3 different things. My top, I got it thrifted. I had a belt on. Not sure where that went. This dress I have, plaid, and it's wrenched up right here. I have another dress, velvety, and it's sort of monochrome, sort of not. The back, a work in progress. But, like I said, this is a shape I have worked out for my persona.
Take 3,254.
And the eyebrows, oh, sharp. I might need to have them teased again. I don't know, they're getting a little thick. And you must just be appalled by this face, this mug that I am having. And it looks like a dog has mugged me for my little rat-tat-tat, my little mop up here. Cute. I was like, Y2K Betty. See, moving too much. Calm down, Reddit.